Without objection.
Paper for it and administrative. Jackson, it's always good to see you, and your visit to the EPA committee today is timely. It comes right at the time when President Obama is in my state of Oklahoma touting the virtues of fossil fuel, and that's wonderful. And I don't expect the president is going to say too much about some of the things that have happened here because it's not going to sell too well, although I've been told that his audience is restricted to 150 of his personal friends and the media that has been hand-selected. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Let me say again, I have a great deal of respect for you, and I always have, and the relationship in large part because you and I have always been straightforward and honest. You know, I understand your job is to carry out the policies of the president. That's what you do. That's your job description. That's not mine. But in some of these areas that we've had disagreement with, I always say that we do it with smiles on our faces and do it in a spirit of friendship. And it didn't go unnoticed, Madam Chairman, to the administrator when I visited with her before the meeting, that when I was on the Rachel Maddow show that I declared my three favorite liberals to be Rachel and Barbara Boxer and Lisa Jackson.
Well, I don't like the order.
Well, actually, Actually, I did have you first. But you weren't there and Rachel was.
Good point.
All right. Well, anyway, right now the president's in Oklahoma, and he's standing in the middle of an oil field talking about the virtues of fossil fuel. It's kind of interesting that he is doing that, in that his budgets and that he's put forward have been very punitive to that industry. He's made the statement that how expensive it would be. His agenda is one that has specifically increased the price of gas at the pump and the energy in our homes. And remember, as President Obama himself, he said that his policies would necessarily, under his energy costs, would necessarily skyrocket. Those are his words. And that's true, and that's what's happened. Now the global warming movement has collapsed. I can see why President Obama is trying to associate himself with oil and gas development in Oklahoma. As CNN, you want to listen to this, Madam Chairman, this was good. CNN wrote a piece about Cushing, Oklahoma. That's right at the convergence of our pipelines, and it's about 30 miles west of my hometown. It said, quote, "The place is booming. There's a shortage of workers around. I mean, we know nationally there's actually a shortage of engineers and oil workers and skilled and unskilled laborers. In fact, petroleum engineers graduating from school can earn upwards of $90,000. What's Oklahoma's secret? Oklahoma's secret is that we're developing our own resources. Oklahoma has over 83,000 producing wells and 43,000 producing natural gas wells. Oklahoma City University found in 2009 that Oklahoma oil and gas industry supports 300,000 jobs and contributes $51 billion to the state's economy every year. Now, that's exactly why Oklahoma's unemployment rate is consistently much lower than the national average. And we're seeing that in other areas, by the way. I'd say in North Dakota, their biggest problem up there is finding workers. And it happens that Harold Hamm, who has been a witness twice before this committee, from Enid, Oklahoma, is up there right now in those shale deposits, and he's just really cranking that stuff out. But there is no unemployment in that area, and so this is significant. Now, I really think that with the president's campaign going, he wants to take credit today for part of the Keystone pipeline that will be constructed from Cushing, Oklahoma to Port Arthur, Texas. I'd like to remind everyone, I don't have to remind everyone knows. Today for part of the Keystone pipeline that will be constructed from Oklahoma, to Puerto, Texas, Texas, Texas. For part of the Keystone pipeline that will be